Hey, very nice to see you, Ben here. It's insane what we just saw, right? Now the 24 bars, the two 12-bar blues solos that you just saw, John Mayer played them live in a Periscope live stream in 2015, and he is cleverly combining blues, rhythm, and lead at the same time, all while playing just with his fingers. It's insane. But it's not impossible to play. I transcribed all those 24 bars just for you, and I would say, let's break it down. Okay, let's get started. We're on the key of E, and before starting the first 12-bar solo, he's playing two licks in the bottom position here with the open strings in the first pentatonic position in E. So he starts out by sliding the 4th fret of a G string, adds the second string, the B string, you have a 3rd fret, and then it's the open E string, and all of that with some small vibrato. He then slides back with his middle finger to the 2nd fret and pulls off, and then plays the E octave here on the D string. Then a hammer on onto the major 3rd. And now he's gonna walk down or go down the scale. Not really walk down because he's using pull-offs here, but you get the point. Basically the same phrase twice in a row. That's really how he gets that tempo. And then a fast hammer-on pull-off onto the blue note. Then the minor 3rd here. Low E. Then a hammer-on onto the blue note and then the B note. And then you see in the video he is brushing with his thumb. At least the top of a B7 chord. So it's really playing the turnaround section here, going into the first 12 bars. But he then adds another bar over the first chord, over the 1 chord. He starts almost the same. Slide into the 4th fret. And then he's pulling with his index finger the E and B string. The same as before. Now this lick is a little bit different. And then this is really picked. And then this is the same as before. And then here this little phrase in the end with the octaves. You can barely hear it, but it's there. So those 2 bars in a row slowly. Again. For the exact same phrasing, always go back and listen to the video. That's very important here. Now it starts with the first 12 bars, and the start here is very cool. Now we are coming from here. And while the low E string is ringing out, he's gonna slide into this double stop here at the top with the 12th fret and the 10th fret of the E and B string. And he's gonna put some vibrato on that. That's very cool. And then right from here, at this spot here, he's gonna slide on the 2nd fret of the G string and pull off. Then plays the low E. And then there's a trill on the major 3rd. And then he goes into an E shuffle over the 1 chord. Really your basic blues shuffle. But it's interesting to see he's playing this with a brushing motion with the thumb. And that's probably something you would have to get used to, but it's really doable and it makes sense to play it like that. Then after the shuffle, he's gonna play this, going into the same double stop. And he's really pulling that double stop here with his index finger. Really sliding into it from 1 half step below, from 1 fret below. And then this little phrase here. Going into the A shuffle, so slowly from the beginning. Then he's gonna catch the open E and B string. And it's gonna slide on the triad here into the A triad, barred with the index finger at the B and E string, and the middle finger on the 6th fret G string. Then he's gonna play this little lick here, which is just a pull off from a blue note to a 4th, and then to the open G string. And then another trill. And until the 5 chord, it's really just trill and shuffle. Now the 5 chord, he plays a lick he's got from, or a variation of a lick he's got from Stevie Ray Vaughan's Honeybee. It's by sliding into the major 3rd of the B chord. And then playing around there in that pentatonic position. Important here is the hammer on the pull off from the minor 1st, or the how you call it, the minor 2nd interval from the 8th fret here to the 7th fret. That's really the lick of a 5 chord here. Then almost the same over A chord. But he's going straight to the E string here. and then another slide under the 2nd fret G string here, pull off, and another trill. And then back to E shuffle. Now let's play everything we got from the beginning slow. And then off to a second 12 bars. Now it gets interesting. He's gonna play something that Elmore James or other slide blues players would play on their slide guitar, tuned with the guitar or with the G string to a G sharp. So they would only have to bar their slide over the 12th fret to get an E major. Well, we normal people in standard tuning, we have to play the E triad to get that. But that's no problem. We can emulate this, and John is doing that also here for the vibrato at least, by pushing his hand slightly on the bridge, which you don't have to do. It will still sound very cool if you just brush the bottom strings here with your index finger like he's doing, and play this triad here, this E major triad. So we are starting by sliding twice into the triad here. So triplet, triplet. And then he's gonna use this motive a few times. He's gonna play the minor 7th interval here with his ring finger on the 15th fret B string. That's basically the melody. And then he's gonna do a trill on the major 3rd with his middle finger. So. And you don't have to be that clean here, as long as you mute the other strings, so you can get several strings with your index finger on the right hand. Just have to make sure they're muted. And he's really gonna alternate between the rhythm part, the in E here with shuffle, and this little triad thing here at the top, this melody thing at the top here. Then he's gonna end this with your trill. So. For going to the A chord, to the 4th chord, he's gonna play this little lick, which is twice the same motive. He's bending the 15th fret just slightly. And you can use here the thumb for the B string if you want to. Then you can not really hear this, but he's hammering onto the 4th fret from the 2nd fret. Playing the A shuffle here, and then playing an A7. Very staccato style. And then the same phrase for a 1 chord again. Okay, now going into the 5 chord here. He's gonna grab the major 3rd here with the open B and E string. And then for the lick going into the 5 chord. gonna bend the minor 7th interval twice here, just slightly. Then plays the 5th. And then something interesting, he's gonna hammer onto the 2nd and 4th fret at the A and D string. Plays this twice. And then it's gonna slide very quickly from the 5th fret of the D string to the 4th fret while playing the 2nd fret of A string. And this is actually probably an accidental note because it sounds very dissonant, but for a short amount of time it sounds very cool, very funky. And he even goes back there, so maybe not that on by accident, maybe it's on purpose. Then going to the A. So again, coming from the B. And this is a little bit tricky, this line. He's bending up the minor 7th interval here to the E. So the D note to the E gives that some vibrato. Then plays the 12th fret of E string. Pulls off. Here from 15th fret to 12th fret. He slides it then with his index finger to the 10th fret B string. Then bends the minor 30 at the 8th fret B string. And he's really reverse raking here through the E string. And then plays the E at the 9th fret and slides down. Very difficult to do, so try it slowly first. So from a 5 chord again. So let's try the second 12 bars slowly again. If you learned something in this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel down below. Also consider supporting my Patreon, that would be awesome. You will get early access to my videos, downloadable tabs, and also bonus content for this video. Check it out. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.